There comes a time in a woman's life during which for 1 week a month, she may experience severe emotional withdrawal.
I'm just really not feeling it right now.
Face major confidence issues.
I'm just so not confident right now.
And witness the appearance of a couple of unwanted objects on her face.
Has that always been there?
Yes, that's right. I'm talking about that time of the month when your eyebrow hairs grow to the point of no return, and it just happens to fall on the same week that your period arrives. So that's great. And with that point, let's go ahead and begin.
It looks a little crazy. Mustache. Don't laugh at me.
This. Wow. Look at you. Like Zion. Hey everybody! Welcome to this week's episode of Watch Terry do everyday normal things while narrating it out loud, but really she's just talking to herself in an empty room in front of a camera. But that's besides the point. This week, I'm gonna be showing you how I maintain my brows. My brows are something that I'm pretty proud of normally, but there is like 1 week out of the month where they grow kind of unruly, and by unruly I mean these two little worms of an excuse for an eyebrow. They grow kind of crazy, and let me show you what I mean.
You can see.
It looks a little crazy, right?
You can see over here too. Up close and personal.
Anyway, my eyebrows are long overdue for maintenance, and so I thought I would take you along with me. I get a lot of questions about my eyebrows. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab my tweezers. Yay! So the first step to my brow routine every month is I start out with a pair of tweezers. I do not wax my eyebrows. I feel like that looks a little too clean, if you know what I mean. Like whenever you wax or thread your eyebrows, it leaves like a super clear demarcation, you know what I'm saying? Like you can clearly tell where it's been waxed and stuff. Whereas if you tweeze, it still has like some natural unruliness to it, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, so there is no other way to explain this other than to do it. So we're just gonna do it. It's gonna turn out great, everyone.
If you take a look at my brows, they're pretty shaped already. I'm just gonna start. Fuck it.
One tip that I find really useful whenever I am plucking my brows, and this really reduces the amount of pain that I experience because being on my period is a pain as it is, and having unruly eyebrows on top of that is even more so painful. So why force myself to be in more pain than I need to be is the question.
So I lay my tweezers flat against my skin and I kind of lift each hair and pluck. I'm just gonna continue plucking all of the eyebrow hairs that feel pretty unnatural. For example, just these down here. And now I have a bunch of fallen soldier hairs on my eyelid, which is okay because, you know, they might fall into my eyelash extensions and pretend to be one. Don't laugh at me. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do anything that I say. I'm gonna keep plucking under here. Ow. I honestly don't really care about the top too much. I kind of just like keeping this under area kind of clean because then the top, when it grows, it gives me like a natural arch. So I kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Something that really helps is pulling your skin or your eyebrows away, kind of maneuvering and manipulating the skin around the hairs so that way it can kind of make it obvious to you that there are certain hairs right there. Don't you notice that the closer it gets to the eyelid, the more it freaking hurts?
Ah, easy breezy cover girl. And then I deal with my unibrow, which honestly doesn't have too much hair. It has more sweat than it does have hair. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna deal with my unibrow. Anyways, so now that I'm done with the tweezing, I'm not done with my eyebrows just yet because I want to walk you through another step that I take. And welcome to the bathroom. The bathroom is a great place. I do a lot of activities in here, and I realize now that it kind of echoes and has like a ringing water noise, but that's okay, you know? One of the activities that I do in this room is maintain my brows. And so I'm gonna whip out this handy dandy little knife thingy that I got off of the internet, and it looks like this. Wow, what a great tool. You really ought to be careful with these babies because they are sharp and they will cut you, and so be careful, kids. All right, I believe this process is called dermablading, and I do this about once a month, and I kind of like to do it at the same time that I do my eyebrows because I don't know, it's just really satisfying seeing all the gunk come off of my face. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just applying a really thick layer of like a gel like moisturizer to my face just so that the razor doesn't like razor off my face or something along with the hairs. Done. I'm gonna start off with the brows area because that's what you all came to see. Wow, do you guys hear that? Like already it's
cutting a bunch of shit off.
Ew.
And I'm gonna continue right underneath. And I'm gonna continue on the other side. This is so satisfying. Do you guys see all of this? It's so gross, but it's so satisfying. I don't know why I'm whispering. Maybe it's because it's in the bathroom and it's kind of intimate, so I'm just like, I don't feel like I need to yell in your face all the time. I feel like I'm a loud talker. Or maybe I just talk too much. Anyways, I'm gonna approach the unibrow area with a very delicate hand. Kind of just using the tip, what she said, to kind of clear out the eyebrow hairs in the middle. And that's how I deal with getting rid of these hairs. I know, not very innovative. And around the lip area, because I have a mustache. All right, I'm gonna wash my face. See you in 1 second.
You see? 1 second, just like I promised. And the last thing that I'm gonna do right before I finish off the rest of this is I'm gonna apply some rose hip seed oil to my face, just because right after dermablading, or you know, like scraping the skin right off of your face, it leaves the skin kind of feeling really dry, and you can really feel it feels really tight. And so yeah, I'm just gonna put this on as like a healing agent. Honestly, rose hip seed oil, I thought it would smell more like rose, but it honestly just smells like shit, like the rest of the beauty industry. Whatever, I can't complain. Can't complain until I change the game, right? I look so shiny. All right, now is the time that I take you through the last step of doing my brows.
And we're back in the other room. Like, how crazy is that? So the last thing that I do is honestly just put on makeup, because at this point my brows are at a place where I'm really happy with. My face looks super freaking shiny because of all the oil that I put onto my face. And so I'm just gonna finalize everything by putting on some makeup, and I'll show you some of the brow products that I use. So after I do my normal skin prep and prepare my skin for makeup, I go ahead and start off with my brows. I always start out with my brows. I'm a brow first kind of a girl. I don't like doing my brows after the rest of my makeup. I feel like it just, you know, like it just doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, I typically go in with my Anastasia Dip Brow in the color medium brown, and I have a angled brush that I bought for really cheap, because not everything has to be Louis Gucci designer Prada. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna line out my eyebrows with the Dip Brow product. I love the Dip Brow because it makes it very obvious that you have like snatched eyebrows, and so if I really feel like having a good day, then I go for the Dip Brow, because you can't have a good day unless your brows are good as well. Okay, I have a very specific brow shape, and the brow shape that I normally go for is like this. It's basically the shape of my natural brows after I've plucked and all that stuff, but just a little bit more accentuated at the tail because I'm missing the tail. You can see the difference. My eyebrows honestly kind of look like sperm brows if sperm brows were a bit thicker. All right, so whenever I'm done mapping out my brows just the way that I like it, I like to go in with the spoolie end of my brow pencil, and all I do is I kind of just brush over really lightly so it doesn't look too crazy chunky anywhere. And now comes my favorite, absolute favorite part, because this is where I get to carve out the brows of my dreams. And so I like using the Shape Tape for the under eyebrow area just because I like it highlighted under here. I take just a little bit and I brush a little bit onto my concealer brush, and I go right in, right underneath that brow, like Zion. Now I'm gonna carve out the other one, and then I'm just gonna apply a little bit, the rest of the residue on the brush in the center. And now it's time to blend everything out with a damp sponge. I don't have a beauty blender because I'm too freaking cheap to buy one. Oh, it's all coming together. I love it. Anyways, I finally switched foundation, everyone. Finally. Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I wear it in the shade 3W2 Cashew. It's a really nice shade, and it is so flawless and full coverage, and I just love every ounce of it. It's just, oh my god, so good. And I just apply the foundation like everywhere on my face because it's literally perfect and it can never do anything wrong. And then I finally just clean the top of my brows just a little bit, you know, just fix the shape of it. And this is the brow shape that I like. Serve. Well, not yet, because I need to blend everything out. But anyways, I'm gonna blend everything out and do the rest of my makeup, and I'll see you for the final results. Okay, bye. Okay, and I'm done with my makeup. Well, almost, because I wanted to show you this final last step. I've filled in my brows, I've done my makeup. My last step is to go in with a really handy dandy, crusty old, super old, crusty, disgusting, waterproof mascara. And I kind of just like the bottom or the last bits of mascara on the wand. So this is like completely done. Like I'm about to throw this away. But I like it when there's very little mascara left, and I like using waterproof mascara to kind of just run over my eyebrows. And I normally go for a waterproof formula just because it has natural gels and waxes that hold my hairs up, so it's perfect as a brow gel. And it also gives nice color, and I find that it's a lot more effective at holding up the brow hairs as compared to like normal brow gels, if you know what I'm saying. Wowie kazowie. I also like using the mascara because the darkness kind of makes each of my hairs stick out, and so it looks really natural. Well, I guess not really natural, but it makes me look like I have really thick eyebrows, which is the look that I'm going for. And here is the final look. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Oh my god, it looks like I'm naked, but I'm not. Trust me, I'm wearing clothes. Let's not think about that. So this wraps up my entire brow routine. My brows are pretty low maintenance, so if you want like a quick summary of what I did, all I did was I tweezed my brows, then I did the dermablading, and then I just applied some oil on it and did my makeup. So anyways, I have nothing else to say. So like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. Go ahead and turn on the notification bell just so that you're notified every time I make a new video. And I am done talking. Thank goodness. Bye.